You know, life is too short to constantly check your portfolio in hopes of a spontaneous 100x and in fears of total liquidation. But at least for me, I still can't live without crypto in my portfolio. So that's why today I'm gonna share with you my 2 secret high performer altcoins that still have very limited downside risk. So stay tuned, we're gonna waste no time and jump right in. Hello and welcome to another video by HKCM Global. My name is Joe and it is the weekend. You got no time to waste, you got no business sitting in front of a screen watching crypto videos, so I'm gonna make it really quick for you. I'm gonna share with you right now our outlook based on our years of experience in Elliott Wave projections for 2 coins that, at least in my mind, should not be missing in any altcoin portfolio out there for this next upcoming run. And if we're talking about limited risk in the altcoin sector, of course we have to talk about rather OG coins, rather long established coins with quite a bit of track record. I just don't believe there is such a thing as a newcomer coin, a newcomer project that has limited risk to the downside. That doesn't exist, no matter how great the use case that the founders might be promising you. So then we're first gonna take a look at AVAX, Avalanche, and so right here we are already in a rather precarious situation, because you can see ever since our target zone here, this is a grayed out target zone, meaning it is no longer active, and should the price action move back into the area of this target zone, you should have already placed your stop loss here at the exit out of this target zone. But what you can see here in the chart is that ever since we moved out of this target zone, we managed to so far build up a 1, 2, 3, 4 waves structure already out of this overreaching wave 3 here, still in the making. However, right now as we speak, we still count the low for this wave 2, so the pivot point, wave 4 I mean, sorry. We count this low here for the wave 4 on the 22nd of September, so Monday of this week. And right now the price action is super close to this wave 4 low, meaning right now this wave 4 low has been established at $29.56 a coin. However, should the price action in the following hours and days move lower than this marker here of $29.56, that of course would mean that we have to conclude the wave 4 then lower here and the then new pivot point for this wave 4 to occur. So maybe somewhere here in this area, this would still not at all invalidate the overall count, because there still isn't any overlapping at all going on here with the wave 1 on the chart, so no worries there. This comes just as a courtesy of full transparency for you here as the viewer. And then what is our outlook here on the longer time frame? So on the longer time frame, as you can see here, coming from the wave 1 high all the way back in November of 2021, we have seen a deep but very healthy correction here in the market for AVAX with an A, B, C, leading into an overreaching wave 2 low here. And as you can see, we are right now here then, ever since this wave 2 low, we are right now in the undercount, already having established a wave 1 top in December of 23. We established this just before mentioned wave 2 low in April of this year, and we are right now working on this wave 3 here in the making, with another wave 4 to follow, correcting the wave 3, and then a wave 5 to follow through, establishing new highs here for AVAX. This is our current outlook. And why do we have confidence here in this outlook? Simple reason. So first of all, right here we have established the target zone here for the pivot for this wave 2, which was perfectly hit here on the upper boundary. And ever since the hit here of our target zone, we in the high already managed to pull off 600% of gains. Still, of course, we are quite a bit lower right now, but still, even with this substantial pullback, we are right now currently still sitting at a pretty comfortable 230% up. And what we will be expecting from current levels, so starting here at $30 a pop up until the wave 3 high here, is another 300%, and for the overreaching wave 3 high following this wave 5 top here, a potential 500% coming in all the way, whilst we see a rather limited downside here at right now a worst case of coming back close to this recent low here for this blue wave 2. So that would mean roughly 50% downturn. This is significant, I know, but if we're talking about a 50% potential downturn versus a 500% potential upside, I think that's a fair chance. And the outlook then for the second coin that I brought for you is even better. That is a real treat. I do love this coin. Another OG. We are talking about the grandfather of interoperability between crypto projects. We're talking about Chainlink. And before I'm gonna share with you our long-term outlook and where you can definitely see on the long-term chart why Chainlink right now is such a safe bet, I'm gonna share with you our most imminent outlook, because right now you can see here on the chart there's a little money bag. This is not just a gimmick, there is a specific reason to it. You know, if you've been watching our videos for a certain time now, you are quite aware of our target zones, which we bring on the chart at points where we see it rather favorable to go into the market. And of course, we share those target zones in real time with our paying subscribers. Paying subscribers, not in the sense of YouTube subscribers, but paying members to our daily market analysis service, linked down there in the description. We have altcoins, of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, just traditional stock markets, commodities, you name it. And of course, out of courtesy and out of respect for our paying subscribers, I wish I could, but sadly I cannot share with you active target zones. And right now, this I can share with you. Right now, Chainlink is already in an active target zone for a long entry. The only thing I cannot share with you is where exactly the coordinates for this target zone are. So if you would wish to learn where exactly this target zone is located at, where is the upper limit, where is the lower limit for this pivot point here for this wave 4 in Chainlink, you're very welcome to also become a subscriber via the link down there in the description. But for now, if you stick for the free value here on YouTube, you're very welcome to do so, but sadly I cannot share with you the exact coordinates. However, then right now we are here in this target zone, and what we see from here onward is very clearly a follow through of this upwards trajectory following this wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave structure leading into the overreaching wave 3 here for Chainlink in the very next move. No long-term target, but only in the very next move, taking us up already a solid 100% just in the next leg up. While again, very similar as with AVAX, we have a limited downside risk at also only around 50%. However, in the long run, we have the very same downside risk at only 50% roughly in our scenario, but long-term upside starting from current levels is at least on the very lower boundary 380 and up to the optimum target 550 to even potentially 650 for Chainlink. And what you can see here, I mean, you don't have to be a great analyst to see that Chainlink really follows a super solid, stable upwards trajectory, right? So starting here from those lows, we have been forming constantly higher highs, right? Higher lows and higher highs. So even if we switch to the game of drawing channels and we move away from Elliott Wave analysis for just a quick moment, you still see that Chainlink, even here, is in a clear bullish upwards trajectory. And that is something that I like to see. That is something that gives me confidence that a coin really is here to stay and is here to survive and profit out of this next upcoming run, whenever it might finally be happening. So if you've also been waiting for months and years for the altcoin run to finally start, be assured I am here waiting with you, holding on strong. Don't lose heart. I'm here with you. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.